I was like 5, 6 in the morning. Got 3% battery. Might as well plug it in. Saving some electricity to keep the lights off. But also, I just woke up. TGR charges for a course, and he still posts his strategy. So, I mean, a Discord, whatever, live trading. So I was like, maybe like with all this BS I've been going through in timing, I might as well just do it too. And then maybe I can make some money on the side to help keep my account funded with y'all. But, like, I don't even demo trade. Like, either I place live trades or I just sit there and watch my trade that I would do and then just let y'all do it. It's worked many times. So, and I've helped people, and then for some reason I can't make any money while I'm helping people. So, but for the sake of the peace of mind that we're all kind of looking at the same charts after the sexism and racism I experienced before, might as well just post it. So and then for like a day-to-day strategy, right? You see, it says Thursday here. I don't know. I can't make this any clearer. No. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. So, chart patterns, right? Structure, how something physically looks matters, right? Quality over quantity. So as you can see, once you have the day separators on, this white line right here. If you look right above this white line, you should be able to see it. Let me double check the stream. No, you can't see anything. Start all over. There's more traders now. Alright, so boom, highs and lows that as you can see, like, for something simple, like, no one really wants to be homeless, right? Or at least a place to sleep. So when it comes to structure, you gotta have it, right? So as you can see, we do this simple pattern here. This is NAS 100, right? And you're like, whoa, but that could be so long, right? But if you look at it, it's literally like the downtimes of the day. So this is like the evening to the early morning. We're just kind of in limbo, more recreation time, up and down, maintaining a heartbeat, da 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 da. And then we're getting to work. So we're going up. We're working upwards today, right? There's days we work downwards, right? But going down is pretty easy. So, dump, boom. But then we slow it down. We just immediately go back up. We ease ourselves out of it. Going back up, right? See, dump, down. And this is all within a day. If you look under this line right here. So moving up, back. Let me see if I can make this smaller. I don't know why I'm starting on the NAS, but yeah. Now you think, right, top down. So top is gold, right? But gold being global. In the middle, it could be a little different. It's been moving really slow for me lately. I don't know if it's just my eyes that it's moving slow too now, and it's harder to like come in and out of trades, or my timing is just like horrible. But yeah, it just looks like it moves so slow to me, like down to the seconds. I even have to put on like the center counter. So I'm gonna switch back to 30, US 30, which is my favorite. It respects the pattern the most, and life is probably the most repetitive for this pair, so that makes it simple besides the increase in quality. Okay, so you would just hop on. I'm gonna start fresh. Now to start trading on US 30, you need $100 to $200. Just in case you fail your first time, I would suggest you wouldn't not start with less than $200, right? Just so you can lose like maybe $1 to $10, $1 to $20, and you can still have 1 to 10 chances, right? So make sure you put on your day separators. I prefer MetaTrader because no matter what, I can't get it right on like TradingView color wise for my eyes. Like on MetaTrader, you can simply CDF. Oh. Back. Okay, exit out of it. We're still having this issue. Okay, where's the rest of my pairs? Simple. Alright, well, there we go. I didn't click the first time. Alright, anyways. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there we go. US 30. Go away. I'm so used to using the phone. Like I'm only on the computer for this video. But then, so regardless, you're gonna go to settings. Right, the sun rotates around the earth. Blah, blah, blah. You're gonna get period separators. You always want the axe price. I don't know. I would turn off the other line if I could, but I don't see how. Ooh. Okay. Alright, boom. And that helps keep like control over trading, feeding, etc. Alright. Now this is more likely to work on the Dow because it's the Dow versus like NAS, which is 100 companies, so there's more risk, more diversity. Then there's the SPY, which has even more diversity, right? Or chance of risk and competition, etc. So essentially, at the morning or like around the evening, which is like midnight Cali, 9, 10 o'clock East, you would just draw these lines every day till about 9:30 in the morning. So you even have to do it the night before. You could do it in the morning up to like 9:30, right? Boom. Let's say like you're at work or something. It works well because with US 30, you can AFK more. There's a better chance of you like AFKing for the day trade. You can get the swing trades, but I I haven't really experimented with that one too much. Yeah, like look how long that took on the daily. That took forever. That stuff was forever, and then up, and then look how much it went up and down. Like, right. So that's where you came in. And I'm pretty sure this is why I hear some people say it's too slow. Right. It looks bullish. But yeah, like I'll do like one micro in like AFK. Okay, so anyways, there's your gem there. Come back. So now I'm just on the hourly. And you just do the same pattern. Now let me look. So then eventually, it's like a lot of people. I'll show them in person, and they're like, "I don't see it," or like, "I don't see what you're talking about." I'd be like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't have." And I'm just like, "All right," like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, "Okay." And like I'm not saying like this is gonna always change your life or make you want to quit a job. Like I'm not saying like become a trader's gonna make you never work again. You probably could still end up owning a business or having a hobby like a flower shop or something, right? So you see for a sell, like a sell happened here, boom, and these are stocks, so right, and the markets close in America at nighttime or pretty slow. Like no one's really at work. No one's really like doing reports and stuff. If something is doing reports, automatic reports, it's just like mod bots, AI, things like that. Late night workers, maybe interns and things like that. They have doing that, apprentices. Right? If people do at nighttime, does not really get like uploaded or updated to the morning. And then that has to get updated to something else. So like the sideways consultation like makes so much sense, right? Consolidation, conversation. So like here's another cell. We had a bullish day before. Some people call that a fib if you've seen those videos and if you experience that knowledge. Right? Like here's a rough day, but not really because for the normal strategy, we maintain our first two lines. Like that. And then, wow, why is that so hard to draw? This is a lot quicker on the phone. A mouse. I suggest a mouse. I'm not gonna lie. If you use a computer, I suggest a mouse. So line there already. Look at my thing is disconnected and reconnecting. Maybe I need some fruits. It's crazy. I think Elon Musk. Boom, 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 boom. So, yeah, we're at war stuff, but like, this is not our first war, you know. And the weapons just get more dangerous, but at the same time, it's like we're trying to save more civilians, and then because like the quality of life over there is just shitty with everything we know, and yeah. All right, so today this one looks choppy. This one looks like you would have put the lines here and there, but that could have been like a Wednesday or something. And Wednesdays and Tuesdays, as of 2026, before it was like really just like Wednesdays on Golden Socks. Like those days are always like choppy, up and downy, right? So maybe like a lot of meetings are happening on Wednesdays, and updates from Monday, Tuesday, the weekend piling in, right? So it makes sense, right, to be like that those 2 days of the week. Always also realize that, and I don't mind sharing because I'm pretty sure like in my Discord it'll be more like one-on-one help, like personal help. People kind of wanting the company, someone live there doing with them to answer questions, things like that. Um, until you like get a hang of it or it becomes such a second nature, right? So, and there's days when it's like camping, right? It takes a little longer, as you can see. That could have been like a Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Like this day, it took a little longer, but it still kept the buy. Maybe that could have been a CPI. Last night, it broke early. I was asleep. Those wasn't rough because you wake up late to it. And the way it comes. It's like, dang, are we going to reverse to this first line or keep going up, right? If you put the lines throughout the day, you see that like these main two lines control the vibe of the day, you know? They're like, it's just, it's like quick saves, right? Keeps you structured. So, oh, here, like this is a total Wednesday right here. This is definitely Wednesday. You see that? And then, like, Tuesday, calendar. Wednesday's 8/15, 22. So the 8th. Oh, this day was bum. Yeah, but it was more choppier once it got to the up part. But if I tear that down, it's like a 5 minute. I go back to that day. It was the 15th. Oh no, not this one. But yeah, I took a while today. You go to the 7th. It worked good that day. But we had a choppier day here, but it still was majority of a sell. Right? The way it stayed under the two lines. Once you put it all the way through. And then that Tuesday was a pretty choppy day. But it stayed above our price action there. Okay. And then like maybe every trader hasn't worked a job before or in a business, but you have like some type of like structure to your life, right? And that essentially is why this works. Right, that line did not have to be that accurate. I don't like to incorporate tilts, right? Like I get the world is rounds, but like for what we have and how we live, everything is generally flat, right? Right. So, and I get, and like even if you're a flat earther, it's still like a circle to you, right? Which is like, so there's that. Now, the trading view. highs and lows, and then highs and lows are cool. I mainly use it to stay grounded myself when I'm like trying to wait through trades. I'm like, wait, like there's someone literally in person somewhere like doing this too, getting paid like by the hour or a salary. And then these are good ways to, in other ways, corporations and all that stuff. All of us are keeping up with our checkpoints. So there's that. And remember, from a baby, you were a pretty small baby, so generally, uh, everyone's long-term plan is just to go up. So you're, you know, just up. Yeah. And if you go to other ones, like I'm gonna just drop all the way to SPY, and then if you're a NAS trader, ideally you should be competent enough to figure out the in between of the two. SPY is a little different. You would I should attempt to make tea yesterday. I made tea. I made tea today. Gospel. I made tea today, and I freaking. Why is it like this? It's doing the most, bro. Oh my gosh. Alright. 5 minutes. A spy. So wow, I could have slept on that spy. That sucks. I could have slept on it. Like, I could have gotten like $10. I have my reasons though. Ooh. So SPY, I do like to follow the daily. In between here, there's more deviation. But because it's 500 companies, I focus more on the pattern. So once I find this structure here, there's more competition in S&P 500. So I do expect it to kind of do what it's doing. So boom, 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 boom. You see, I'm taking that consolidation for up and down to the break stack structure. Now you see like the wicks, you don't really want to include the wicks, right? The wicks are like home runs. Halfway field goals. 50-yard mark field goal kicks, So if you do it, because like in this buy, you do this buy, boom, boom, you're on your third tick, it's coming all the way down here. You're not gonna really want to stay in that buy. And then you just wait for the pattern to happen again. You see, like, you could have got faked out here. But that's a Wednesday, right? Right, boom. Da-da-da. Up. Monday, da-da-da. Up. Last consolidation was here. And it happened during, like, the evening, right? Boom. So far, I've lost like $10,000 trading. Right, and it sucks. But I've also withdrawn money, so. But I don't know which one's more. Zero. So, I could say that at least. And then I've been right way more often times. There's just times I've had no money to fund my account. Yeah, Monday, Thursday. This Wednesday looks like it's a CPI or FMOC. FMOC is still. Last times I checked FMOC, I feel like the volume was a little weakened. No, this is Wednesday. Those are pretty bullish Wednesday. Like here it was sideways for 1, 2, 3 days. So for this Thursday you could cut this nighttime. Look for a harder trade. Oh, it's military time. Yeah, no, that was just a sideways day completely. But most of the time when it's sideways, you're gonna look for these. And ideally, if more people catch on to these, I just expect it to turn to like bigger triangles. You know, like boom. Like shorter, like it'll probably end quicker. Right? As more investments coming in, companies start having like nicer things, etc. Because it's either they get it from the investments or they'll get it from people spending. So, this one, you would have really used the pattern there. Mate, small one, boom, boom, boom. You come out for the swing trade, same thing, just bigger scale, and a lot more free margin. You would come like that. Boom. And you would have caught on to this like right here, off of these 2 points, or these right here. Right. Boom, boom, there. And then back testing, it looks the same way if you look at it backwards. It's like sideways. Yeah. So I did kind of come back at a rough time. But now that I see it like this on live, I've been calling this one like the bullish snake the past like year. Cause it's like tail, like our sales rep deal. I'm kidding. Fuck, I gotta crop that out. I'm like, right there. Looks like it's making a little widow speak maybe. And then it keeps going up. Downward street failed teacup. Teacup failed. Teacup failed. Teacup failed. Teacup failed. No? It's a pretty halal way to do a sell. Alright. Then so I can't do the 15-minute. So you really have to go down. Like we use 1 minute for entries and exits. You gotta draw my lines first so I can see it. Sometimes I could just straight visualize it. Yeah, the ads and like the paid part of TradingView is also why I don't like using TradingView. MetaTrader just takes its cut from its commissions per each trade, and I just move on. With the way how this has been saying flush between this price action, we could call this like a widow's peak. It could come back in flush and gradually, somewhere fall our way up there. Yeah, that one was going up since last night, so I'd even. Okay. Oh, it's Friday too. Sure that banks close earlier, etc. I could have thought about that. Give it a look at it. It's probably the only reason why. Wait, this one. Yes, I'm definitely a Dow customer, big Dow customer, and that's another good way to look at it and feel about it to maintain like trader psychology. There's the like I can't even see the how you change the color. Yeah, like but on this it's so much easier. Look how easy that is. Metatron, for spiritual people, was a writer. So, or drops. You just scribe your lines down, and you can do text. Yeah. 15. I got one spy trade left with me. And then, just be careful who you show that you're trading to, right? I thought because this is like the whole world right here, essentially, spiritually it'd be pretty hard for people to mess with you, but, maintain yourself. So I got one more spy. I'm happy I didn't hop. I was thinking about just hopping in that cell and AFKing for the video and look at it right back up. I was like, no. Trap. So that's pretty much what I've been dealing with. So, yeah, man. And besides that, I could show you my Amazon card. Why are they going to a credit card? Yeah, because, yeah. That's crazy. You see that? Yo? The funded sales reps are already here. I'll figure it out. But there's some brokers you could use a credit card to fund a cash account, and then you can withdraw it because you know credit cards are in stocks too. Like Amex is on there, Visa is on there. There's nothing wrong. No. Boom. All right. So there's tech schools. All right, for in person or reason work for everybody. You know. Simple things to keep in your home. For more intensive stuff, you know, things that might require more than one person. Heavyweight stuff, heavy duty stuff. You know. I'm not trying to put anybody out of business or anything like that, if you're thinking, but I realize myself as a door-to-door person, a lot of homeowners do have tools and things like that. So, lifestyle. All right.